TV. Let's go to music. M-Rack. Y'all wanna stunt and floss on Front Street? The Hawk will tear through your gut, spill out your lunch meat. You the main vic, they booking for drugs. Niggas starving out here, and you looking like grub. That new M-Rack Catch a Lick single, aka Money Dance, that's killing the airwaves on Shade 405 and many different other stations in Connecticut, Boston, so forth and so on. You can get it now. The links is in the video description. It's available on Google Play, Deezer, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, etc., etc. Go get that. One. Slug you, the streets don't love you. Not at all. By now, homie, you shoulda knew that. Word. Ain't no Nino Browns in this town. You a new jack.
Let me say this, right? See, I think your definition of loser and mine are kind of different. Also, your definition of weakness and mine are different. Okay. However, we're on the same page. Now, just because, and I'll go back to the slavery aspect of it, just because that mother didn't let her son rebel didn't mean that she was weak. It means it was survival. At some point, you have to do what you have to do to survive. I also agree with you, hundreds of years later, why we still in that mentality? Like, knock it off. I agree with you on that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when I say that I finally found myself, like, for instance, in 2001, I started messing with Raekwon and them, right? I did the movie Black and White. Yes, sir. Right, I was in the movie Black and White. I was on Ghost album with Theodore Unit. I was on Flex album, Funk Master Flex Volume 3, the final chapter, right?
That's dope. Salute to all that.
At that point, I could have took better advantage of the situation that I was given, right? Then my boy Chip Banks died. So what that did was it sent me into a whole other place. You understand what I'm saying? So now we fast forwarding. 2005. Because it took me years to get over Chip. 2005, I'm signed to Antoine Fuqua, the movie director, right? Shout out to Bones, shout out to... You see what I'm saying? That we did a soundtrack for American Gangster that got the Sylvia Rome, so she brought us over to Universal, right? My little brother got killed. You see what I'm saying? So it took me years after he got killed, and that was 2005, bro, to come up out of that slump that I was in. You understand what I'm saying? So certain things that happen to us in our lives, different people handle in different ways. You're a warrior. I'll give it for you to be rocking a MAGA hat around a bunch of black people and talking the talk you talking. You official tissue. I'll give it to you. You understand what I'm saying?
Put it on the line.
Yeah. One of the key things you said was, yo, don't care what people say. That's real talk. A lot of us give a damn what people have to say about us.
Do you know 100% of billionaires, they all say the same thing?
What is that?
Don't give a damn what people think.
And they don't.
And that's why they're billionaires. And this is what I want for my people. I want us to stop worrying about slavery. It happened. It's cool. Everybody had slaves. Every culture had it. It's cool. Okay? You got the Jews. They was able to overcome. This is what I'm saying. We could use all the excuses we want. But the Jews ain't marching crying about Holocaust. They're not doing none of that. You know what they're doing? Working together. Yes, they can say Jews are the #1 people that get food stamps and all that stuff and public assistance, which is a fact. But guess what they do? They understand how to use the system. Instead of letting the system use them, they understand how to use it. They said, guess what? They don't get married like we get married. They don't sign no papers and say we're married. This is what they do. I got a wife. You notice that Jews always have mad kids. You ever notice that? They don't get married. So what happens is the husband owns a home already, right? They go apply for public assistance. You know, on average, if you have a boy, 2 girls, or whatever, they give you an apartment, or they'll give you a voucher for a 2-3 bedroom apartment, right? The father already has a home. He says, I'm renting it to these people, right? And I'm just a landlord that live in the basement. But the whole time, he's the father, right? So the government is now paying the house of the husband, which is helping, making sure that they bills is paid for that house. They don't have to worry about rent for this crib because the government is paying for it. Then on top of that, they get $600-700 in food stamps. So they don't have to pay for food. They don't have to pay for living. So what do? That money accumulate, right? Now in a year or two, that home will build equity, whereas they take that same money buy other property, and do the same thing over and over again. Because they work together. Instead of us black people, what we do? Man, F my baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get my check. I don't care about nothing because I got... Put him on child support so he can go to jail. So now he's a slave of the system. Because you was bitter because he didn't want to be around, but you chose to have a baby when you wasn't ready. But now you want to put it on the father, and now he gets punished because when a guy can't take care of his kids, he go to jail. When a woman can't take care of kids, they give her a check.
Dropping gems right now. Smash that like button.
All right? So they
Live on
done
MRTV.
made it work where we are against each other. Even us as people, look what they doing. They got me arguing with people that's supposed to be my brothers.
They who?
Whoever. The liberals, whoever's saying all this, because he's a black guy with his own mind, why would anybody go against the fact that a black man has his own mind and not thinking with the herd? If anything, they're supposed to congratulate that. They're supposed to lift that up. They make that as an outcast. I'm the bad guy. Whoever.
Okay.
Whoever they is. The liberals, the Democrats are saying because
what I noticed, and I'm not holding it against you. It's just my observation because I'm a political junkie, bro. I watch that stuff all day. Bro. You can act in my car. My radios, you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Me too. You go on my YouTube, my subscription, that's all I got.
So one thing I notice about conservatives, right? And particularly the Republicans, which I'm assuming that you're a Republican. One thing I notice is a lot of separation it's almost like Crips and Bloods. It's always the Democrats, the liberals is doing this or the liberals is doing that. That's why I asked you who.
No, but see, you know why I do that? Because people would say, it's like when people say Obama did something. I don't not dislike Obama. I like Obama. I think he's one of the coolest, smoothest people in the world. But when you tell me he does something, now we have to have a different conversation. He didn't do anything. So if you telling me certain things, then I have to defend it. That's all. It's not that I'm saying that this is what it is. I got to defend what you're saying to me. I'm not just outwardly saying, oh, Obama ain't do nothing. I'm not outwardly saying that. When you're telling me Obama did this, did that, and I got to go, well, prove it. So that's all it is. It's never about, when I say they, I'm talking about the liberals because they're the ones that say I can't speak the way I speak because of the color of my skin. They're the ones that I have white people that's literally coming to me and telling me, you're disgusting. Why am I disgusting? Because I think for myself?
I kind of see it a little different.
But I'm just think about it. If you're telling me that I'm disgusting for having my own, even if what I believe in is wrong, let's say that, even if this is true, why are you telling me it's disgusting for me not to think like everybody else? You want me to be a part of the herd mentality, the slave mentality? You want me just telling me because of the color of my skin, I'm supposed to think a certain way? That's racist.
But I don't think, me personally, my opinion, I don't think you should necessarily attach that to just liberals.
I have to attach it. You know why? Because that's the only people I'm getting it from. Now, if I was getting it from other people, then I would respect it. See, the same way they tell me about...
If you're on their team, you're not going to get it from them.
No, that's not true, bro. This is not true. I watch people do it before they even know who I am.
Hold on, y'all, because, you know, the time is of an essence, and I got to get... I'm going to finish your interview, and I got to get to his. Yo, Dad, let me get this seat real quick.
Yes, sir.
And y'all can build...
Now we gonna build.
We gonna build because we all brothers, and I'm glad that everybody got acquainted with each other. That's King Face. That's Twiz. Y'all build. I like to bring brothers together. All right, I gotta get into a few things. Now, why did Freddie Gibbs come at you?
I guess because the video of me and Donald Trump, they wanted to call me a coon. In which I don't understand. I mean, I supported Freddie Gibbs when he got accused of rape in the other country. I supported him. I was like, nah, he ain't do it. Because I could tell it was a BS story, and I supported that. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that because I have once again, my own mind frame.
Got you.
Thinking for myself, I'm being attacked. So this is what I go through with my own people because I have my own mind. That means people are more comfortable being followers than leaders. Because I could have easily followed the pack in my hood. I was the only person in my hood. For example, you talking about Bloods and Crip, I was the only blood in my hood in Brooklyn. The only blood. Everybody's Crip. You know what I'm saying? I peace Crips. To this day. I'm probably the only blood that pieces Crips. You can see me in videos and every piece in Crips. You can look at Fabio Foreign video. I'm right there with a MAGA hat on. Blood dude with nothing but Crips. So I've always been about unity. I got a song called Red and Blue that I made 12 years ago. That's about unity with Bloods and Crips. I've always been about unity, brother. Always. I don't care what side you decide to be on. What that got to do with anything? don't mean nothing. If you have the same path as me, I'm with it. Same thing with my song. I love my song. I have an utmost respect for him. He has different beliefs than I do, but I know his heart is in the right place to do the right thing. So I'm gonna respect that. But let's figure out a way how we could look at our similarities and work on that instead of focusing on our differences, because I guarantee we have more in common than we don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want us to focus on, because the goal is to better our people. You know what I'm saying? When I say my people, I ain't talking about blacks. I'm talking about Americans, because blacks are a part of that too, because we died for this country. It's ours too. So when we start acting like this ain't ours and we ain't from here and all that, we died. Our ancestors died. My Haitian family died. This is mine. And you can't tell me it's not mine. This is yours. They can't tell you it's not yours. Your family died. Our blood is in the soil.
Facts. Yo, Face, let me interject a little bit. Now, you and Freddie Gibbs, where did it end off at? Because you were saying...
I don't even know where it came from. Like I said, I'm just assuming he's being a follower, because I don't know Freddie Gibbs. You know, I haven't heard a record from him ever. You know, he has to go overseas in order for him to even get some attention. Nobody cares about him in the East Coast. This is just reality. He may be an underground king, but he's not making no noise. You know what I mean? He must be way underground. And at the end of the day, I know this is always washed up rappers that have something to say about me. You guys are finished. Because if your career was still going, you wouldn't be talking about politics. You notice that all the successful rappers ain't talking about it? They keep their mouth shut. You understand what I'm saying? But when they washed up and their career about to be done, out of nowhere, it's, I hate this, I hate that. Now you want to be into politics because it's getting attention.
Now, what was some of the things he said about you?
Oh, he said I was a coon. He put up right today. He just posted a video today on his if you go on his Instagram stories, calling me, telling people to beat me up. I'm like, bro, you openly telling people to attack me, so you want to openly get somebody killed
because of your views?
Because of my views. Wow. So you're telling people to beat me up because I don't think like you.
And you never met him?
I don't even know who this guy is, but I know him as. Like I said, I like Freddie Gibbs. You know, I know his story. I know where he's come from. And he gave me that Tupac vibe a little bit. So I kind of, you know, Tupac is my favorite rapper of all time. So he gave me that vibe. So I was jacking him.
M-Rec. Y'all wanna stunt and floss on Front Street? The Hawk will tear through your gut, spill out your lunch meat. You the main vic, they booking for drugs. Niggas starving out here, and you looking like grub. That new M-Rec, Catch a Lick single, aka Money Dance, that's killing the airwaves on Shade 4-5 and many different other stations in Connecticut, Boston, so forth and so on. You can get it now. The links is in the video description. It's available on Google Play, Deezer, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, etc., etc. Go get that. One. Slug you, the streets don't love you. Not at all. By now, homie, you shoulda knew that. Word. Ain't no Nino Browns in this town. You a new jack. Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on M-Rec TV, contact M-Rec TV Promo, M-R-E-C-K TV Promo at gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to M-Rec TV, youtube.com/M-Rec TV. I'm gone. M-Rec TV. It's got a music.